In preparation to record Thursday's video, I rewatched Tuesday's, and it is painful to hear me talking about grades. Grades have never been the objective in the Mac lab, but what I've learned in this distance learning environment is without you in the classroom where I can have those one-on-one discussions. I can pull you out into the hall and say, you know, what are you doing? I, I can't communicate with you any other way. Well, I've tried with the videos, but I have learned through now almost, what, a quarter and a half, more than a quarter and a half of distance learning here, and a few of you in blended, that the only thing that gets your attention is grades. And so I become the worst version of myself in using grades to try to motivate you. I really don't like that. However, I want you to succeed. And if I have to metaphorically beat you over the head with a grade to get your attention, I guess I'm going to. It's sad. One thing I will say, if you didn't pay attention to Tuesday's video, you might want to check that out. I'm not going to repeat what I said because I'm going to do that on Monday. And if your grade goes down, don't complain to me. Pay attention. Now, as far as the rest of this week goes, what the heck is this? I keep playing around in Gravit and Photoshop Express, trying to figure out ways to express color harmonies, to show you guys that you can be creative. Now, is this creative? I don't know. You may not think so. I'm kind of I told you, I started in architecture, so geometry is, in my sweet spot. And all this is 1,500 pixels by 1,500 pixels. And there are 10 bars here and 10 bars here. What's 1,500 divided by 10? Remove a zero. That's 150. And then divide that by 2. That's 75. So each one of these is 75 pixels. And then the first time I did it, I made this 5% opacity, and then 15, 20, 15, 25, 35, up to 95. Didn't work out. This was too faint. And I tried and I tried and I did different versions, and I ended up starting somewhere around 20. I don't remember. I could go look at my file. And then ramping it up by 8. And I got up to 92 because 20 and 8 times 9 is 72 is 92. And if you can't do math in your head, open up a calculator. You can type math into a browser and it will give it to you. You can't use an X for the time sign. You got to use the asterisk. Look over at the, well, we're not worried about that. But this is just the 5 colors in my color harmony that I used this method to show you. It's kind of a value study, isn't it? And they work in different directions. So we have this focal point in the center, and I admit I got this idea from a student who, and I don't know if it's Blue Fox or Well-Dressed Baby, it's one of those two guys, did this 5 squares with one in the center. And I went, hey, I could do that, only, they did solids. And I thought, let's take it another level. Play off each other. Art is inspiration, and it's like playing ping pong. And you bounce things back and forth, and you try to make a better shot than your opponent. Not that you're my opponent. It's we're working together. I see this as a feedback loop. I want you guys to understand you have the tools you need to succeed. And I've shown you how to use public domain imagery to satisfy the first step. I talked about a 3-step process. The first step would be to use public domain imagery for the elements and principles. And then color harmonies, I suggested public domain, but it gets more complicated because you really got to have a good eye. So I went ahead and made these videos that show you how to use Gravit. And then I keep showing you different ways I'm using it. I'm trying to lead by example. I want you guys to succeed, but you have to understand, in the real world, self-motivation is absolutely critical. You control your own destiny. Yeah, there's all kinds of outside forces and things going on. And I got pressure coming in from school and administration and CTE and all this other stuff, and grades, attendance in distance learning. All of this we deal with. And you can deal with it in 2 extremes. You can shut down and say, no, I can't do it. That's given up. And isn't that in our rubric? Try your best, don't give up. Oh, right there, number 2. Learn from your mistakes. Giving up's a mistake. Get up. We all get knocked down. Get up and try again. That's the human adventure. We all fail. How we deal with that failure defines us, not permanently, but as we move from day to day, week to week, year to year, we become more when we learn how to be resilient, to get back up and try again. Resilience and perseverance, not giving up. That is the nature of grit. So many people succeed because they won't give up. Try it. Try it. Seriously. Okay, that's way longer than I wanted to make this, but I want you guys to understand the stuff I said here, I'm going to apply next Monday. And I'm not going to repeat it because it's right here. All right, you guys.